world about to witness a new Man of Steel, it's surprising to learn that this Superman's journey began not on Krypton, but in the city of brotherly love. David Corenswet, the rising actor chosen to don the iconic cape of Clark Kent in DC's Superman film, was born on July 8, 1993, to two lawyers in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. From a childhood in Philly to the brink of superhero stardom, Corenswet's story is as grounded as it is extraordinary. From the start, David's life was steeped in both intellect and creativity. Both of his parents were attorneys by trade, but his father, John, had also spent years as a theater actor in New York City before pivoting to law. His family's roots run deep. On his dad's side, generations of Corenswets were part of New Orleans' historic Jewish community, and on his mom's side, storytelling is practically genetic. In fact, David's maternal grandfather is author Edward Packard, famed creator of the Choose Your Own Adventure book series. Growing up under the influence of a courtroom's logic on one hand and an artist's imagination on the other, he was practically destined to forge his own path in the spotlight. That path revealed itself early. By age 9, David was already treading the boards as a child actor on Philadelphia stages. From Arthur Miller's All My Sons at the Arden Theater in 2002 to Shakespeare's Macbeth at the Philadelphia Shakespeare Festival in 2003, along with roles at renowned local companies like the Walnut Street Theater and People's Light. While weekdays meant grade school, nights and weekends often found young Corenswet under stage lights, honing a craft that would shape his future. Academically, Corenswet excelled as well. He graduated from the elite Shipley School in nearby Bryn Mawr and earned acceptance to the University of Pennsylvania. Yet after 1 year at Penn, the pull of performing proved stronger than the lure of the Ivy League. In a bold move, he transferred to New York's prestigious Juilliard School to pursue acting, ultimately graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama in 2016. It was the decisive turning point that marked the end of his youth and the opening scene of something truly extraordinary. Every Hollywood success story has its fair share of auditions, rejections, and the kind of moments that make you question it all. And David Corenswet's path to becoming Superman is no exception. But what makes his story stand out is how he turned those moments into milestones, one project at a time. After graduating from Juilliard in 2016, David wasted no time leaping into the world of film and TV. One of his earliest screen appearances was in House of Cards, a brief role, but one that put him in the orbit of big-name actors and high-stakes drama. While many graduates spend years waiting for that first meaningful credit, David's combination of classical training and camera-ready charm made him a fresh face casting directors couldn't ignore. His real breakout moment, though, came when he landed the lead role of River Barkley in The Politician, Ryan Murphy's glossy Netflix dramedy that premiered in 2019. Playing the magnetic high school heartthrob opposite Ben Platt, David made audiences sit up and take notice. He brought an old-school, almost golden-age Hollywood vibe to the screen, a quality that would become his signature in the years to come. Riding that momentum, he went on to appear in We Own This City, 2022, an HBO limited series from the creators of The Wire. Set in Baltimore, the show exposes the rise and fall of a corrupt police unit. David played Detective David McDougal, whose real-life investigation helped uncover the scandal. The role let him step away from his usual clean-cut parts and show a grittier side, earning praise for his believable, grounded performance. Then came the role that would change everything, Superman. In 2023, when James Gunn announced that David Corenswet would be stepping into the boots of the Man of Steel, fans immediately saw what made him a good fit. That classic square jaw, an old-school charm, and a look that subtly calls back to the legacy of Christopher Reeve while adding his own fresh take. When the film finally premiered on July 11th, it didn't just meet expectations, and it made a strong impression with both critics and audiences. Many praise Corenswet's Superman for striking a thoughtful balance between Clark Kent's quiet, relatable side and the larger-than-life hero the world knows so well. Fans turned out in big numbers, giving the movie a solid opening and marking an exciting new chapter for DC's future. For David, Superman wasn't just another role. It was the culmination of years spent mastering his craft and a testament to the fact that sometimes the kid who grows up on local theater stages can end up saving the world, at least on the big screen. And with the cape firmly on his shoulders, there's no question that this is just the beginning of a new golden era in his career. For the most part, Hollywood's new Superman has kept a squeaky clean public image, the classic good guy focused on his craft. Unlike many in the spotlight, David has avoided scandal and kept things refreshingly drama-free, keeping the attention where it belongs, on his performances. Behind the scenes, though, he's far from a lone hero. In 2023, David quietly married Julia Best Warner, a talented producer, writer, and director whom he met during his days at Juilliard. The two built their relationship away from the Hollywood limelight, proving that even in an age of constant social media oversharing, some love stories can stay sweetly private. The couple keeps their day-to-day life well out of tabloid reach. They've been spotted together at a few low-key industry events and the occasional red carpet, but for the most part, they seem to prefer quiet nights in New York or L.A. over the glare of the paparazzi. He's been married for 2 years and welcomed a baby girl in early 2024, making him one of Hollywood's newest dads. In interviews, he's called fatherhood the most natural thing that's ever happened to him, saying, "I feel like I've been a dad for a long time and was just waiting for a kid to prove it." It's that carefully guarded balance, world famous on screen, grounded and private at home, that makes David Corenswet so fascinating to watch. Instead of mansion hopping in Beverly Hills, the couple lives in a cozy spot outside Philadelphia. Proof that David's idea of luxury is quality family time over tabloid headlines. He's the rare kind of star who reminds us that while his superpowers might be fictional, the love story behind the cape is very, very real. As David Corenswet climbed the ladder of stardom, his net worth rose right alongside him. As of 2025, the young star's fortune is estimated to be around $5 million, largely thanks to his growing film and TV career. Major parts like The Politician and Hollywood put him on the map, but his biggest payday so far undoubtedly comes from stepping into the iconic red cape as Superman. Though no official numbers have been released yet, industry insiders say his Superman salary plus back-end deals and future royalties could easily multiply his current net worth. When it comes to spending his fortune, Corenswet isn't the type to flaunt flashy cars or extravagant real estate. He's one of those rare Hollywood stars who stays modest and low-key, more likely to be found tinkering around the house than showing off luxury toys. He once shared that he enjoys doing basic electric work and plumbing in his Philadelphia home, proof that he'd rather invest in quality of life and stay connected to his roots than spend for show. As for business ventures, David is determined to be more than just another face on the poster. While he doesn't yet have his own big brand or production company, his early career choices show a clear entrepreneurial streak. He co-created a comedy web series called Moe and Jerry Weather with a friend back in the day, an early sign that he wanted to write and produce, not just act. Later, he served as an executive producer on Ryan Murphy's Hollywood, showing that even when he's in front of the camera, he's thinking about what happens behind it too. And the fashion world has taken notice as well. He was the face of the luxury fragrance Boss the Scent alongside Isa Gonzalez, showing he can add endorsement deals to his income stream. When it comes to friends, David is the kind of guy who keeps old friendships alive. Even as his Hollywood star rises, he stays close with the same crew from his Philly days. On set, he's known for bonding with co-stars too. During The Politician in Hollywood, he built strong friendships with his castmates. More recently, on the Superman set, he's been spotted laughing it up at premieres and press events with Rachel Brosnahan and Nicholas Hoult. But insiders say he still prefers the company of old friends who've known him long before he was the Man of Steel. And don't expect to catch him partying at every A-list club in L.A. David's tastes are charmingly down-to-earth. As a true Philadelphia native, he still raves about local hoagies over flashy five-star dining. He once joked that you could combine a Philly cheesesteak with a hoagie for the ultimate hometown snack. He's also a diehard fan of the city's local convenience store chain, Wawa. So much so that he once admitted he's never even set foot inside its rival, Sheetz. When it comes to sports, he cheers for the Eagles but says he's afraid to watch the games live because they always lose when he does. For summer getaways, he's all about the Jersey Shore beaches rather than fancy overseas resorts. David's relationship with his fans is equally refreshing. He's joked that he could still walk around town unnoticed, with people telling him he looks like Superman without realizing he actually is Superman. But that's changing fast. He's known for going out of his way to sign autographs, take selfies, and greet fans warmly at conventions and premieres. One viral clip shows him reciting Star Wars, A New Hope word for word while driving, revealing his geeky side and making him even more relatable to fans who love a star who's a real fanboy at heart. He's even written personal letters to his Superman predecessors, Henry Cavill and Tyler Hoechlin, thanking them for their support, a classy move that made fans love him even more. If 2025 proves anything, it's that David Corenswet is only getting started. This year marks the premiere of his biggest role yet, Superman. Directed by James Gunn, this film is not just another superhero flick, it's the start of a whole new chapter for DC Studios. For David, this role is a childhood dream come true. Back in 2019, he told Entertainment Weekly that if he could play any superhero, it would be Superman. And now he's living that dream on the big screen. He's talked about how he studied Christopher Reeve's performances and read iconic comics like All-Star Superman to fully understand what makes Clark Kent so timeless. And fittingly, the movie hits theaters the same week as his 32nd birthday. Talk about a super present. But Superman is just the beginning. As is the norm with big comic book franchises, David is rumored to be locked in for multiple films, meaning we'll see his Clark Kent in sequels, crossovers, and maybe even a new Justice League down the line. Industry insiders say James Gunn and DC Studios plan to make him the cornerstone of their next-generation universe, a huge vote of confidence in his ability to carry such an iconic mantle. So what's next? Beyond his Superman obligations, David is reportedly exploring opportunities behind the camera too. He's hinted that he wants to direct and produce more, building on his early success co-creating web series and working as an executive producer. He's even said he might launch his own indie production company someday, championing diverse stories that remind him of his grandfather's legacy. His grandfather, after all, wrote the iconic Choose Your Own Adventure books. For now, one thing is clear. David Corenswet is just getting started. He's not only wearing the cape, he's writing the next chapters of his own legacy. And for fans watching his star rise higher than ever, that's the most super thing of all. Celebrities come and go, but their stories live on here. So don't forget to subscribe and help keep their journeys alive. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next story.